Hey everybody, hey, it's Lee Godbolt with Junk Removal Authority, where we help junk removal business owners make more money and live a better life. So, got something going on right now. We're expanding our manufacturing facility for truck bodies, and we're running into some permitting challenges on getting this place done. In this particular place, it's on 40 acres of land that we got, and it came with an old building that we started out of. The ceilings aren't quite as high as we'd want. It's not as large as we want. It's got some office space we're finishing out and all that kind of stuff. Well, we're running into some issues on some zoning requirements of it. It's a piece of land that we were able to acquire at a pretty good price. And it's in an area where labor is available, easily available. So we've been jumping through hoops. We built a 50 by 100 building that goes along the 50 by 80 building that already exists. This new one has 18-foot ceilings compared to the much shorter ceilings in the old building. That's going to allow us to better use overhead cranes, and we'll have a better paint booth, and assembly line is easier to run. We're just going to be able to turn these trucks out a lot faster once we actually get chassis. So anyway, we've already built the building, spent the money on that. Nice concrete pad, super nice metal building that's attached to it, and it's really going to allow us to turn out more trucks. As we turn out more trucks and get more chassis and all, it's going to allow us to build a better truck. It's going to allow us to buy more material to get lower material cost, and it's going to allow us to, over time, lower the price of the trucks that we're actually selling. There's a lot of great things are going on. The problem is we're getting a little impatient because of how slow the local area is moving, the local authorities are moving on getting everything permitted, and there's a lot of hoops we're having to really jump through. And there's also some issues. The property beside us, we're probably actually going to need to purchase, which isn't a big deal because, again, it's not a ton of money. It's just a small little piece of land, chunk of land. They have 55 acres, and it's a small chunk of land that we need to buy to satisfy some setback requirements for a commercial building. So that in itself shouldn't be that difficult because they don't need the land, but it's dealing with family. So there are some hoops we're having to jump through there. So one of the things I got to looking at yesterday is I got to looking at existing buildings that are already located. And I found some existing buildings in this area. This is in an economically depressed area. It's one of the reasons we're going there is because there's some tax benefits for us for locating there and building a manufacturing facility and hiring welders and painters and that kind of stuff to build these trucks. There's some tax advantages. Also, the labor pool there, we can get talented labor. They live there for less money. Most of the people that live there with that talented labor, they're driving 30 or 45 minutes away. So we've located ourselves in that area where they are, and it makes us that much more appealing. So there's tremendous advantages to staying in that operating area. So what I started doing is I said, man, I'm tired of jumping through all these hoops. This is happening too slow. It's too slow. Let's see if there's another existing building somewhere that we can buy. And I looked and I found a couple of nice buildings, high ceiling heights. And they were larger than what we really needed, probably 3 times as large as what we need at the moment. And they're probably 4 times as large as we need at the moment. They might be 2 times as large as what we're going to need here in 4 or 5 years. But I located it. The price wasn't extremely expensive. It was a nice brick building, this particular one. We could set everything up. But then I get to thinking about, all right, we're already set up in this new building. To move from this existing building, to move from this existing building to this new building we just buy, that's going to be a huge distraction. It's going to be a massive disruption in business for the staff that we have there, our flow, just everything. It's going to be a big disruption. Also, it's going to take 90 days of my time to work through buying this building, financing this building. And then there's still going to be some sort of permitting requirement and all, even on this existing building. And then we got to get all of our tools set up and everything set up to run this through, and signage and all the stuff that really goes into setting this thing up. Not to mention the work we've already put into the existing place. So I decided, you know what? This thing, until I 100% can't get this done, this is a great avenue. It's not the perfect scenario, but what scenario is? That new building, that's not a perfect scenario. That new building, if I went and bought that, it's going to have its very own challenges. And this particular one, just a little bit of tweaks here and there, a little bit of work here and there, talking with the neighbors and getting that worked out. I'm pretty sure a deal can be done. Probably going to be sooner, and it's definitely going to be less of disruption of switching things over. And then also, when you switch things over, you have a period of time where you're learning. You have to relearn what you already know at the current setup. So what I got to thinking on is I need to stay with what I've got, and I need to put the effort in to getting this deal done, to seeing it through, because we've got something good here. This 40 acres we can expand out on. We can add new buildings. This other building, we can't. It might suffice. This other building might be enough size, the size we need for 10 years. But there's no expansion beyond that. And this other building is going to be more expensive too. Not to mention, we've already got this property we've put money into. So it just doesn't make sense. We need to see this through because we have a great opportunity. And what I like in that too is it's very easy for us as business owners to get frustrated with the current thing that we're doing and all of a sudden believe that the grass is going to be greener with somebody else. And, marketing, your marketing companies. We had somebody just left us for search engine optimization, and they decided they want to go, they're going to go with this other company because they think that results are going to be faster. So I don't believe that. I believe nobody does better than us at junk removal search engine optimization. But let's remove me from the equation. Let's just look at this from an outside third party or an advisor. The question I would ask is, do you like the person you're working with? Do you truly believe they have your best interest at heart? Have you seen they've had success with other companies? And how long have you actually been trying it? And have they met the expectations that they set you before? So those are 5 things right off the top of my head that I would ask. Because what's going to happen, this particular customer's only been with us for 4 or 5 months. Not a very long time in the world of SEO. And that is exactly what we tell people before you sign up. Listen, when you sign up for SEO, you should be getting some results within 6 months, some business within 6 months. You should have better results a year into it. You should have pretty daggone good in 2 years into it. And it should be fantastic 5 years into it. It is a long-term thing. This is not a get-rich-quick thing. It's the greatest investment you ever make, but it's not a get-rich-quick thing. He's only been with us for a handful of months. This new marketing company is saying they can have it done a lot faster. 90 days. They can get great results in 90 days. So he's going to switch over to them, and he's got to wait 90 days to even see if they can back up what they say. And chances are he's going to give them another 90 days. Well, had he stuck with the company he knows, the company he trusts, the company that has proven success in other markets, and given them an additional 6 months, which is what he's going to give this company, and worked with them, saying, hey, I want to make this work. I'm not 100% satisfied where I'm at. What can we do? What can I expect? Is there any way we can up this and speed this up at all? Which doubling up on the SEO efforts is one way of it. So before you all of a sudden run off and get a new girlfriend or divorce your wife, you want to first find out, hey, can we work through the issues we're having? Because chances are this new company, this new girlfriend, this new building, yeah, on the surface it looks super sexy. On the surface, it looks super fun. On the surface, it seems like we're not going to have the issues that we've had prior, the concerns we've had prior. But here's what we know, guys. Everything we do, everything in business, in relationships, you're going to have points of contention. You're going to have points of contention. You're going to have stress. You're going to have stuff you're going to have to talk, and you're going to have to work it out. And listen, if you're with somebody that is a bad person, that doesn't have your best interests at heart, that you don't believe they know what they're doing, or they're going to be right for you at all, there's nothing, just very little good about them. They're just bad people. You don't associate yourself with them. If you find you've gotten in bed with a bad person, you stop. You quit seeing them. Same thing with companies. If you've contracted with a company that you've realized they're not good, they're bad. They don't have good results, or they're just a bad person. They just don't care about me. They don't communicate with me, whatever. Then at that point, you leave. If you've addressed your concerns, or if it's a bad person, you might just leave. Once you decided and you're sure they're actually a bad person. So don't be so fast to abandon the things you've done in the past, because everything we do is going to have issues. Nobody has a perfect scenario, and if you've already gone a good direction in a certain way, if you've already made a decision and you've already started that route, it's probably going to be harder to switch directions than it is to follow through what you're currently doing. So take my experience from this building my frustration with local politicians and bureaucrats, take that and apply it to other areas of your business in your life, because I promise you it's applicable. Lee Godbolt with Junk Removal Authority. Check us out at JunkRA.com. Hey, October 12th through 14th, JunkCon, Junk Removal Conference. You better be there, because if you're not, your competitors are probably going to be it. They're going to be they're learning a lot of great stuff. More importantly, they're going to be meeting hundreds of other junk removal business owners. We're going to have over 500 people at this event. JunkCon.com, I believe, is the website. I should know that off the top of my head. I believe it's JunkCon.com. Pre-register for the event. Registration will be opening soon, and it's going to be a lot of fun. That's October 12th through 14th, Raleigh, North Carolina, at the Raleigh Convention Center. 6 breakout rooms, a massive, I think it's 40,000 square foot event space. We're going to have trucks in there. We're going to have insurance vendors. We're going to have scheduling and dispatch vendors. We're going to have speakers from the junk removal industry and outside of it. We're going to have breakout classrooms teaching you how to better run your business. Get on the pre-registry list. Check out JunkCon.com. Visit us at JunkRA.com. We'll talk to you soon, guys. Thanks for watching.